guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sophia. Today's video is going to be all about the brand new Urban Decay Born to Run collection. I used the eyeshadow palette all over my eyes today. I did not use the 3 eyeliners that are a part of this collection only because the colors in the collection didn't really match the eye look that I was going for today. But like I said, I did use the eyeshadow palette and I feel like that is the main attraction of this collection. However, I did just throw on a nude lip for the intro and everything for this video because I am filming other videos today and I also am taking photos, and I feel like the lips are just very, very vibrant and they kind of are their own separate thing. I feel like pairing those really bright lips and metallic lips with this eye look wouldn't go well, but I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking. If you're new, please subscribe. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Leave me your thoughts and comments below about this collection. Without further ado, let's go. Urban Decay did actually send this to me in PR. I want to say this came out a couple of weeks ago, but since I was out of town, I'm just now getting around to playing with it. I have seen so many people say they love the palette, and it's a really gorgeous palette. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. It looks like a little trunk, which I think is so cool, and since I already have my eyes done, the palette actually sat right here like this in the PR package, and then you have the 3 lipsticks, 3 eyeliners, and then you also have a travel size of the all-nighter spray, which I live and die by this. I've gone through so many of these. I actually used my big one today because I'm going to be doing a giveaway in this video for you guys. Stay tuned till the end for the giveaway and make sure you read the description for the entry stuff. So this is what it looks like. Like I said, very, very cute. I really like how they used the theme Born to Run. Since it is summer, it's like a travel theme. They did release their beached collection, which I also did a full video on, so I will leave that linked down below as well. As for the palette, this is what the actual carton and packaging looks like. The palette is so adorable. I love how they included places all around the world, and it's just really fun to look at. When you open the palette, you have a huge mirror, and it's such a good mirror. I used it today while doing my makeup. However, this palette is heavy. The packaging itself is heavy, so when I was like doing it, you know, since it is so big and heavy, it was kind of like, oh God, I gotta put it down. So yeah, this is what it looks like. I really love this palette. I think it's absolutely amazing. I love how they incorporated warm tones with cool tones to really get your mind going and thinking about different looks that you could do. This palette is 21, I believe 21 or 24 shades, and it's absolutely gorgeous. You have a mix of mattes, metallics, and shimmers, and I think they did a really great job. Urban Decay hasn't really come out with something like this, so I think it's really great that they are doing this. So now that I have zoomed you guys in, I'm going to be moving on to the tutorial part of this video. As you guys can see, I've already done one eye. I did more of like a smoky, purpley, grungy look. This isn't what I had planned. I actually went in on this eye with, let me grab it here, with the shade Wild Heart and Hell Ride, these 2 purple ones, but I just wasn't liking the way that Wild Heart was looking with this eye makeup, so I just took the shade Radio, which is right here, and just applied it all over the lid. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do this eye. For the crease, I am going in with the shade Riff. Riff is like a warm toned brown color, and I'm just applying that in my crease to use as my transition shade. To create that halo look, I am now taking a very small detailed brush. I'm going to be going in with Hell Ride. I'm starting to apply this on the outer V, and then I'm slowly just going to pack it on and blend it into the crease to help get like a half halo look. With this shade Hell Ride, I am just working in really small areas and just tapping and just blending it out. This side's actually looking a little better than this side because on this side I told you guys that I had some other eye look planned and it didn't go as great, but this eye seems to be blending out a lot better. Purples in like deeper colors that have this much pigment are just a little bit harder to work with, but if you just take your time and, you know, slowly do it and tap and blend, you'll be a-okay. I'm gonna go back into Riff, just picking up like a little tiny bit and just buffing to the top I don't want Riff to take over the purple, but I do want to add that dimension to the eye. All right, now that that's done, I'm taking the shade Radio on my finger, and I'm just going to apply this where we have space. This is such a gorgeous blue shade. It's like a dark navy blue, but it looks so pretty. I'm going to take a very small detailed brush and just add a little more to really work it in. I'm going to leave it like this for now. I'm going to go in with my eyeliner. For the eyeliner, I'm going to be taking the Pretty Vulgar Black eyeliner, and I'm just going to be creating a very simple basic wing. I'm going to tap this out a little bit. Like you guys saw, I also just applied a small little wing. I didn't want it to be too big because I am going in with pretty full lashes. I'm going to be using the style by Lily Lashes, and the style name is Miami. Alright, so it's dry now, super easy. I'm just going to wait until it's completely dried down and work on the lower lash line. For the lower lash line, we are going to go back into the Born to Run palette, and I'm going to start with the shade Still Hot. It's like this pretty coral shade. This is just mainly going to serve as a transition shade kind of on the lower lash line. To help that transition shade, I'm taking Riff. And same thing, just blending this onto the lower lash line. And we're going to be going back into Hellride on a very small brush, just that same Eco Tools brush. And I'm just going to be pressing it into the lower lash line and blending. So now that the eyes are done, I am going to finish up the rest of my face, and I will be right back to show you guys the rest of the collection and my thoughts. As for the swatches of this palette, I know lately everybody hasn't been loving finger swatches. I've always done finger swatches. However, I do agree that they don't do the actual palette and the color justice, because when you do a finger swatch, it's not going to look like that on the eye, especially when you use a blending brush. But I am going to just do a swatch of each row on my hand or on my arm, and I'm just going to do one swipe. That way you guys can see. Like I said, it's not the best way to do it. I don't really like to do it, but I know some people do enjoy them, so I'm going to go ahead and cut to that clip right now. Palette looks like. I am going to be doing some swatches on my arm, starting with the shade Breakaway. Breakaway is just a really pretty shimmer shade, and it looks like that. It's what's on the inner corner of my eye. Next, I'm going to be going into the shade Stranded. Stranded is a really pretty like coppery gold shade. And next, I'm going to be taking the shade Blaze. Next, we're going into Weekender. And like I told you guys, I'm just doing one swipe. Next, we're going into Still Shot. Remember, I used this in today's look. Next, we're going into the shade Riff. Once again, another shade I used in today's look. Then we're going to be taking the shade Good As Gone. Good As Gone is a really pretty like chocolate brown. Into the second row, we're going to be starting with Hellride. This was pretty much the main attraction of this look I created today. I also used this shade, or wait, no I didn't. This is the shade Baja. I did not use the shade Baja today, but this is the swatch of Baja. It's a really pretty warm brown. Next, I'm going to be taking the shade Accelerate. Accelerate is like a really burnt, shiny copper brown. Next, I'm taking the shade Guilt Trip. Guilt Trip is just a really pretty shimmery purple shade. Next, we're taking the shade Ignite. Smog. Ooh, that's pretty. And then we're taking the shade Wanderlust. We're going to go into Wild Heart. I tried to use this shade, as I told you guys earlier, but it just wasn't giving me what I wanted for this look. Next, we're going to be taking the shade Punk, I believe. Yeah, Punk. Ooh, that's nice. And then Double Life. Ooh, these shimmers are really good. And next we're going to be taking the shade Jet Rift. Radio is also what I used on the eyelids today. And lastly, we're going to be taking the shade Big Sky. This is what the palette looks like swatched on the arm. And then once again, this is what the palette looks like in the pans. As for my overall thoughts on this palette, I think it's a really great palette. Like I said in the beginning, I really do love how Urban Decay included warm tones with cool tones, and I just really like the setup of this palette. You guys saw the finger swatches, and I did mention that finger swatches aren't always the best way to base if you're gonna buy something off of, which, I mean, the finger swatches look good, the mattes don't look as good, but they blended really nice. Of course, the shimmers looked amazing. Urban Decay has a bomb formula for shimmers, and they have really great like glitters and stuff, so I kind of expected that from them. But as for the palette, I think it's a definite hit. I think it's a great travel palette. You have every single thing you need in this palette, including that black shade and deep browns, but then you can also do a really light eye, which is something I really love about this palette. Moving on to a couple other things in the collection, we have the 3 eyeliners, and we also have the Travel All-Nighter spray. The lipsticks look like it is just their classic bullet, except it does have that travel picture and stuff around it, just like the eyeshadow palette. When you open it up, this is in the shade Marfa, and this is what their bullet looks like. This is a deep purple. This is really, really pretty. They have gorgeous lipsticks. I am going to swatch this as well on my hands so you guys are able to see. Ooh, she pretty. This is what Marfa looks like swatched. Now this shade does have some gold reflex in it, which is actually really pretty. This would be nice if you just have like nothing on the eyelids, or if it's just a really simple look. And then next up we have the shade Ready, and this is like a pinky shade again with a gold shift. This one is more of a balm. This actually gives me orgasm vibes to the fullest. And then lastly we have the shade 66. This is what the color looks like. Since I already have a ton of colors like this, 66 is also a part of the giveaway, so for those reasons I will not be swatching this. You can see these shades up close. This first one is Marfa, and then we have the shade Ready. For the giveaway part of this video, I'm going to be giving away the Travel All-Nighter spray. I'm also going to be giving away the 3 24/7 Glide On eyeliners in the shade Overdrive, Lucky, and Double Life. And for one of the lipsticks, I chose to give away the shade 66. This is a Comfort Matte. It's a really pretty nude shade. For the giveaway rules, all you have to do is make sure you're obviously subscribed to my channel, leave a comment down below, and I will randomly select a winner off of a generator. My final thoughts on this collection, I think it's an absolutely stunning collection. Like I said, if you're only able to pick up one thing from this collection, I would highly, highly, highly recommend you pick up this eyeshadow palette. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. All the other things from this collection are also really awesome, but the eyeshadow palette is a definite standout to me. I hope you guys enjoyed this collection review and little mini eye tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like always, please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. If you want to enter the giveaway, make sure you're subscribed and leave me a comment below. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.